everyone, it's CorinD, and welcome to Corin's Open Book Podcast. Let's get right into this week's episode. I wanted to come on here this week on the podcast and talk about stress management. As we grow older into adulthood, stress management can be a make or break thing in our lives. There are so many people that are relying on us, so many people that claim to love us and care about us, but use us to the point of being empty. And if you can't manage your stress, you're going to pour from an empty cup often. You're going to give in from a place of scarcity. You're going to be giving from a place of lack, and you're never going to feel like you have enough. My life has been a bit stressful lately, but even in the midst of the stress, I realized how blessed I am. I remember I have my own place, my own car, my own job, my own money, my own therapist, my own things to live for, my own podcast, my own YouTube channel, my own social media journey. I have my own joy. I have my own thoughts. I have my own beliefs, my own ways of thinking, my own ways of life. I have my own health. I have so many things. So in the midst of stress, it can be quite easy to just lose yourself. And I've noticed that for me, the best thing that I can do when stressed is journal. When I fall off of journaling, my stress is unbearable. I'm not checking my mail. I'm not looking at my emails. I'm not making sure that I'm buying the right groceries, all of these things. And I'm a very organized person, but when I don't journal, which is literally just jot down my thoughts, I tend to do impulsive things, or I tend to avoid doing things at all because I haven't made a thought out plan. I know for myself, in order for me not to feel stressed, I have to be on a schedule. That schedule does allow me free time. A schedule, you do have to put in free time, taking a break, sleeping, resting, all of these things. And no, do I always go to my schedule to a T? No. That's the beauty of me allowing myself to be human, is that, again, I don't stress myself out if I don't do everything in the perfect timing. The only thing I do want to do in perfect timing is get to places and events and things involving other people early so that I'll be there on time. But outside of that, I don't stress myself out if I don't wash the laundry by a certain time of day. I don't stress myself out if I don't grocery shop by a certain time of day. I kind of allow my leisure days or my chore days or my, just lay around the house and get things done days to be as slow paced as possible, and whatever doesn't get done goes on to the next day. But I know that if I have a schedule, a to-do list, I know what to do next. A lot of us just go through life just trying to remember things in our mind, trying to hope that somebody will remind us, or just trying to hope that things work themselves out. And that's a lot of times why we're super stressed. Stress management makes or breaks us because we allow it to. We allow stress to become overwhelming because we don't create a plan so that stress doesn't overwhelm us. We don't plan to take care of ourselves. We don't plan to budget. We don't plan to do a lot of things. I've been doing this stuff for years. But again, even with doing this stuff, I still felt high levels of stress because I wasn't planning out my resting days. I wasn't planning out self-care. I wasn't planning out therapy. I wasn't planning out a lot of things. So I wasn't planning out the things that were going to make me feel fulfilled. So doing all this other stuff for people, and I'm feeling stressed to the point of no return. I'm feeling as if my life is just not worth it. And it was because even though I was getting so much done for other people, the things that I needed done, my clothes washed, my hair done, to clip my fingernails, my toenails, to do my toenails, to clean my tub, those things were getting overlooked, and trying to make sure that other people around me were okay. And again, it goes back to the scarcity, giving from an empty cup. If you are not full and fully taken care of, your stress is going to be always at an all-time high. You're always going to feel chaotic because you're not taking care of the person that is doing all the work. If you don't take care of your vehicle and you run it down to the dirt, it's not going to provide you with what you need from it. It's not going to be a good vehicle. It's not going to get you to and fro. It's going to start breaking down in the middle of the road. You're going to start not being able to make it from point A to point B because you're not taking care of your responsibilities. You are your first responsibility, then everything else. If you're not taken care of, your stress is not taken care of, if you're not planning out life, if you do not have some sort of stress relief, self-care, something for you, you're always going to feel stressed. And stress management is one of the reasons why many people are not successful, because they have poor stress management skills, poor organizational skills, poor planning skills. And for my ladies, this is very serious. We already naturally carry on a lot of roles, a lot of duties, so on and so forth as women. If you are not taking care of yourself, you can end up in an early grave because you are giving to everyone else but yourself. And I need you to know that men can go into an early grave too. It's a different set of priorities though. Like, women are naturally nurturers. So we're here trying to take care of everything. And we're never selfish enough, which is just self-interest. We're not talking about people that are so selfish that they just treat other people like trash. We're talking about people that are never selfish or self-interested in what's going to make them feel good, what's going to make them feel healthy mentally, physically, and emotionally. That's what we're talking about. Those type of women. And I know too many women like that, where they'll have messed up teeth, messed up body, messed up stuff. They'll have stuff going on with the ailments and pains, but they'll still be worried about taking care of somebody else before they take care of the vessel, the body, the mental that they have going on. It's just sad. I wanted to pop on here and just kind of talk about that. To heal yourself. Healing. I don't want any woman walking around in this world unhealed. I don't want any man walking around this world unhealed. I don't want any person, any animal, anything walking around this world unhealed if we have the ability to heal ourselves. Our body is a self-healing being. All it takes is for us to take care of it. Stress management is one of the greatest tools that you will ever find in life. I find journaling to be helpful for me. Some people might want to literally use a planner. I have a planner too. I use my calendar. I use Reminder. I use my notes. I use a lot of different ways to jot down things so that no matter where I am, I have access to the things I need to do. But journaling is number one. If I don't get the things that are in my mind or my heart off of my mind and off of my heart, I'm not going to be able to properly plan. I'm going to put stuff on my grocery list that I don't need. I'm not going to pick up my fruits and vegetables because I'm going to be too worried about buying ice cream. Now, if there's balance, I can have ice cream and fruits and vegetables. But when I'm thinking from an unhealed mind, unhealed heart, I'm trying to find comfort food only and not the food that is going to truly fuel me and feed my soul and take care of me. So I'm just giving you guys advice. I always say therapy, but some people can't afford therapy because they don't have insurance, they may not have a good job, so on and so forth. If you can't afford therapy, self-help books. There are free resources online where there are therapists giving out information to help you heal. There are books, therapists online. There are different ways to get healing through journaling, through yoga, through reading, through it's just so many ways. Breathing exercises, taking a walk, exercising, finding another outlet, being creative, getting a hobby. Also, work on your spirituality, whatever that means to you. Whatever you believe in, work on that, because the closer you are to the divine, the closer you are to yourself, because we are godlike. We are born in the image of God. So if we get close to who created us, or whatever we believe, whether, if you believe in nothing, I understand that as well. Whatever you believe in, get close to it, because then you'll understand yourself even more. Get healed, and just start to love yourself. Look in the mirror, even if you aren't your perfect self, even if you're not the fittest, you're not the baddest, you're not whatever the world is telling you. Look in the mirror every day and tell yourself that you love yourself, that you're beautiful or handsome, that you're worthy. A lot of times we speak so negatively to ourselves, and that causes us stress. We call ourselves fat, we call ourselves ugly, we call ourselves all of these things, and yet we never pour positivity in ourselves, and we're stressing out our nervous system. We're stressing out our mental. We're stressing out our physical. We're stressing ourselves out. We're stressing ourselves out, and we're not pouring into ourselves. So all we're doing is depleting ourselves. We're doing all these tasks for other people. We're talking down to ourselves. We're feeding ourselves garbage. We're not drinking enough water. We're not journaling. We're not doing things that can let us release. And then we're wondering why we feel like trash. Please take care of yourself. Give yourself some extra good loving. That's something my therapist always tells me. She's like, what are you going to do for Corin today? How are you going to love on Corin today? And I want you guys to figure out how you can love on yourself today, whether that is meal prepping, whether that is getting some extra rest, whether that's getting your nails and toes done, whether that's creating your budget so that way you don't feel stressed about what bills are coming out, whether that is taking a long bath or taking a long shower, whether that's washing your hair, whether that's doing nothing at all, whether that is binge watching your favorite TV show or YouTuber or whatever you watch. Do something for yourself today that makes you feel so good, allows you to release and feel relaxed. And then tell yourself every day, let me do something good for me, because you are deserving and worthy of being treated well. I used to think that I was unworthy, I was damaged goods. I used to think all of these things. And now that I've learned that I'm worth whatever I say I'm worth, which that means I'm worth it all, I realize how much power words have. Okay? Take care of yourself. I want to thank you so much for listening. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You could have been doing anything else, but you chose to spend some time with me, and I really do appreciate it. Bye, everyone.